Well, we just had dinner, or breakfast, with this moose. We cooked our bacon and eggs along the highway. Just stopped so that while he's eating under the water, we could be in our comfortable motorhome. And we've finished our breakfast. And it looks to me like he's just about getting ready to leave himself. So this is a time to say farewell to a wonderful moment in our camping experience in Alaska. Farewell, Mr. Moose. We're now in Beaver Creek, as you can read. Trying to keep up with this highway is a full-time job. There'll be a section of fairly good road for maybe just a mile or so, then another section where it just caves in because of the permafrost and muskegs, they call it, underneath the road. So you'll find big cracks in the road, the usual bumps, the dips and the waves, and every 25 miles or so a repair team doing something like we're watching right now. It's rather interesting, to say the least, to see how much effort goes into maintaining this road. We saw a movie a while back in one of our stops on the construction of this road, the original construction as a war crisis road back in 1942. Thank you for that little stunt. You fluffed your wings just at the right time.
Right across from the harbor, there's a place that does it.
that little girl go in. Look, she's...
You know what this name is?
What's that doggy's name?
Gypsy.
Gypsy?
Mm-hmm.
And what's your name?
So,
I didn't shoot it.
Oh, I figured you'd have a story about it.
I'm not.
Hey! Beautiful. What's that dog's name? What's that dog's name?
Come over here.
The blue-eyed dog, not uncommon in sled dogs, and this is Mackenzie. Okay, passengers, we'll put you level here. Put you in front first, move all the way to the back, put you in front. Bend your knees up here, he's going to sit right here. Again, they might go right down the Alaska Highway.
We're gonna get going.
And just get a short ride in summer because we don't have any snow on the ground. Down on the end, come in a little closer here. A little more to this than just free ride. We didn't quite tell them everything.
Nope, not ahead of the yellow line.
Not in the yellow
Now, you
line.
folks have seen us hook these 3 dogs up. We loaded these 3 nice passengers and said, don't run off yet, sir. You're not done yet. Get right over here. No, we wouldn't do that. The dog sleds in the summertime here. So to prove it, we've got this button in its body. We breed them for good legs, good tough feet, got a good deep chest, tremendous lung capacity, and a lot of endurance. Last item of equipment here, this blue bag is called a dog pack. Oftentimes in the summer months here, sled dogs are used as pack animals. This is Mackenzie getting her dog pack. The native, we don't have any sled on the back. The dogs are towing you on cross-country skis skis, and that's called ski joring. And ski joring originated in Scandinavian countries, and it's really dogs pulling them on skis. These dogs are very easy keepers. There's no ticks or fleas here in Alaska. Comes from the French-Canadian term marche, or marche, spelled M-A-R-C-H-E, literally means to go forward or go ahead. And that term, mushing, was used in the early years when people were traveling across country. They could be walking, mushing across country, could be on snowshoes, on skis. They had dogs, they were mushing their dogs. So we're dog mushers and mush dogs, but we don't holler mush. Some dog drivers holler a lot of other words at their dogs, but generally the command is hike or get. Guys run around. These are Alaskan Huskies, except for the last one, the Park Mackenzie River Husky. Any questions?
That one's nosy. Oh, he found a
No,
friend.
we do not use Malamutes. The only use of Malamutes is the weight pulling people in Fairbanks are trying to bring the breed back.
From northern Wisconsin. When we had been married 1 week, we came up here to teach school with the Bureau of Indian Affairs in a little Eskimo village 30 miles north of the Arctic Circle. We got into Fairbanks in November when we had about 3 hours of daylight. Got a bush pilot to take us 300 miles further north, and I made my last 10 miles into my village in a dog sled with 8 dogs pulling us, and I was wearing a fur parka that I had borrowed from an Eskimo lady, and that was my introduction to Alaska. Marvin and I spent 11 years in the Indian Service, 8 years above the Arctic Circle, teaching in 3 different Eskimo villages. I would teach 1st and 2nd grade, he'd teach whatever was left over. We didn't get kids to the 8th grade in those days. Too many things, we had a language barrier, the older boys had to go out on the trap lines with their dads, lots of interruptions. Bought an airplane up with us, and we've been an airplane family ever since. We acquired 4 children along the way. We have a daughter and 3 sons. 2 of our boys were born in the little hospital at Nome. But eventually we went up the road about 25 miles for the next 15 years. Now this was in the 1950s. The next 15
Well, this looks like a good place to stay for the night. Down in that valley with lots of water and so forth. Ought to be all kind of animals to notice. And we're just about 300 miles from Anchorage. All right, explain to me how these claims work then. How do you get the rights to go into a body of water?
You got to go into the BLM office.
It's all paperwork.
See who owns the claim. Give the guy a call. See if he'll give you permission to go on there. If not, you have the right to claim it if it's not claimed, provided that there's no other tie-ups hanging on it.
Pretty much all the convenient areas off the road are claimed by somebody. They can be from the lower 48 states. They can be from anywhere.
So you fellas are going to go back off the road, or are you going to stay on the trails?
Well, we were pretty much on the roads. We're hoping we can get the dredge off somewhere off the trail or road where we can get with the Jeep. And the place up at Coldfoot, we needed a boat and we couldn't get on there. So
territory was too rugged by foot, and there was no way we could ever get the dredge back up river.
So you've got about 20 days trying to get established, and how long do you expect to stay in general? Do you have any time frame?
Oh, we got the summer.
All summer?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to milk Alaska for everything we can until we find a spot. If that doesn't happen, then of course there's going to be Whitehorse in the Yukon, also Dawson maybe in the Yukon. We're going to check that out, and if not that, then Oregon and Northern California.
Well, your story is a good bit different than coming up out of Skagway and climbing the Chilkoot Trail. I think you fellows have got an entirely different approach to this gold rush.
We got the modern equipment, and
this is a very typical scene. Every 50 miles or so gives you an idea of what's happening in this part of the world. when you see the dips, the ups and downs, and the white line, we certainly know they're here. Catalina Glacier right in the middle. This may be Mount McKinley. I'll have to check it out, but I think it is.
Could be. Would that show
And here's another glacier for you to look at. Catalina Glacier, I believe, but I'm not sure.
I think there are a couple in time years it's like that. One is this one is small.
Now I'm going to zoom in on 3 or 4 sheep on this mountain. One more look at these. Goats on the mountain. Very rough road ahead, perhaps about 60 miles of this.
Well, then don't do it. Now we're looking at Matanuski Glacier, just maybe 30, 40, 50 miles before we get to Palmer, Alaska. As you'll notice, this one gives you quite a scope of the ice field. You see it continuing through the trees for ways. We're going to have to get some rain or some. Oh, really? Well, muscat. I just like to have that written.
Mm-hmm.
There's a white one over there on the next one.